Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. So, when we last off, things had pretty much, shit had hit the fan. And bad things were going on. It would seem like the evil corporation, Kamishiro Corporation, so I was blanking on the name there for a moment. They were sort of moving towards their big ultimate plan, the Paradise Lost plan, which I'm sure has something to do with, I think, merging the human world and the Digimon world together, or something like that, maybe. Of course, it was extremely briefly revealed that, is it Kashibe? Kashib? I'm not sure how you pronounce the name. I'm going to say it's probably Kashibe, because it's Japanese, and they tend to pronounce their E's quite a lot at the end of the words that they have for names and stuff. So I'm going to assume it's Kashibe. She's a Digimon in disguise? I'm pretty sure. There's that. We had the reveal that Yuko and Yugo were actually the same person, except there is actually also a real Yugo who... And you know what? I was so curious. I actually went back and looked at all the times the Ghost Boy had shown up, and I think that was the real Yugo rather than the fake Yugo, because the difference is their hair color. Every time the Ghost Boy showed up, including in that cutscene right at the start of the fucking game, he had brown hair, whereas the fake Yugo that was being controlled by Yuko had white hair. And it was one of those small, tiny little facts that you only really notice in retrospect. But anytime the Ghost Boy Yugo showed up, he had dark brown colored hair, because you only ever saw him for brief flashes. So it's not a feature you would look at. You'd look at his clothes, you'd look at his face, you'd look at the hairstyle. You wouldn't really pay attention to the hair color. So, yeah, it was revealed that Yuko was Yugo, but just using an alternate account. Stuff like that. And so it would appear that the real Yugo is the lost brother that she's looking for. As well as the father is also apparently... Although it's also vaguely implied that Yugo may be a hostage of the Kamishiro Corporation in some way. I don't know, that was a bit sort of vague and nebulous. Let's see, what else happened? Oh yeah, they were trying to get into the, it was the something server. Like this big super duper server, but then a whole bunch of eaters attacked, dozens and dozens of people all got grabbed by the eaters. We had to back the fudge out of there really quickly. Under zero, yes, thank you, Jago. Hello, by the way. So yeah, a lot of things happened very quickly. But I also know we're only about halfway through the game. So there's a lot more of this left. You know, we're halfway through the game, and if you actually look at my save time, I'm literally 30 hours into the game. So we're probably looking at another 30 hours to get to the second half. We also had all this. Something was going on. Random, do you have any siblings? Nope, my character does not have siblings. Oh dear. What is the nickname for the gigantic bird Digimon? I don't know. Okay. So I can't remember what the hell we were actually doing. We were sort of picking up the pieces, I think. Has anything shown up here? Nope. Oh, I should probably swing in and see how my Digimon are getting in here just before I do this. It was several days ago now. Did they finish their tasks? Oh, good. Ooh, HP capsule A! Isn't that the one I just don't have yet? Okay. Okay. So we've got... Find me some spare cases, why not? Well, hey. Boom. Good. Okay, well, that's two of them at max. Alright, get to work. Oh, actually. We can add an island. I wish I'd save the upgrade for this one now, but whatever. Ooh. I don't think I have any spare Digimon to put on there. I could always create some, I suppose. Okay. How are we getting on with all the Digimon anyway? I don't think there's anything that's ready to level up. No, okay. None of these are even remotely close. It takes so long to level these all up. You're a few levels off. You're the only one who's even remotely close. Nope, nothing. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Well, hi there. I want. I think I've just done a whole bunch of stuff I don't want to potentially lose. And look, we're into the 30-hour mark. Have fun. Hey, you're back. See? They're here. Apologize for the inconvenience, but we need to talk face to face. Surprising, I know. He totally grew up. Kinda miss Agumon and Gabumon. Look how freaking cool he is. You know, I was thinking, is this guy from the movie? Because I haven't watched the Digimon movie in a long time. But didn't this guy show up in the movie? Because it was like you had Guilmon and Gabumon were... No, sorry, yeah, Agumon and Gabumon, sorry, get it right. Were there and like Tai falls into his computer or something and... Because there was this random virus and stuff. But like, the Digimon movie is weird because it's a movie that is literally 45 minutes of the original kids and then 45 minutes of the new kids. And it's so weird that they couldn't even think of a full movie-length thing to do. I don't know why, but it's just weird like that. Okay. So, you remember what he's forgot, the reason why he came to the world. Heed my words. I came here to save the world we Digimon live in, the digital world from destruction. Falling prey to the fury of the Eaters. Eaters in your world too. The world is an optimum feeding ground for the Eaters who consume data. Even as we speak, they are infesting our world, eating away at it. I'm a member of the Royal Knights, one of the ultimate Digimon guardians of the digital world. We Royal Knights serve King Drasil. Digimon movie was technically stitched together from 3 separate Digimon specials. Was it? Fair enough. It has that vibe to it, I'll be honest with you. I only remember 2 parts, though. Just remember the bit with the original cast, and then the bit with the Season 2 cast. Was there a 3rd bit? Maybe. I don't know. It's a long time ago since I've seen it, so, you know. King Drasil. is the very order that exists to control the digital world. Yggdrasil detects the Eaters, monitored them, soon after deeming them to be errors that constituted a threat. Following his command, the Royal Knights began to search for where they came from in the hopes of completely annihilating them. We then determined the origin of the threat. It was in an adjacent world, in a certain cyberspace that had been born in your own world. This network completely digitizes human consciousness to express it in cyberspace, in the first system. Eden's avatar's human mental data itself was what caused Eaters to appear. Even more so than in your real world, human desire and spite, passion and rage were completely unchecked in the digital world you call Eden. Eaters were born from that unique set of emotional data. So, Eaters are the result of humanity's unconscious desires made manifest in the digital world. So we've just gone full-blown Forbidden Planet up in this, right? Okay, fair enough. First part of the movie had the original cast as kids. It goes over the heightened view Terrence incident. Second part takes place a while after the events of the anime. The last part covers the season 2 cast. I don't remember the first bit. I actually don't remember that first part. I remember the bit with them being older, like, you know, post Digidestin stuff, with the virus on the internet and all that stuff. And I remember bits about the second group, you know, the season 2 kids, because that's where, because it's literally stuck in my brain and I can never forget it. It's where the term "go back to the beginning" keeps reverberating around in my head comes from. So yeah. It's weird the things you remember. Because I'm still making my way through the series. I'm currently up to the point where Tai makes his very brief one-episode return to the human world before going back to the digital world, but then of course they come back to the human world later on. It's where we get introduced to the fact that Tai has a sister, so that they can then make her a Digidestin later on. I do wonder if that was planned from the start or if that was a retcon. I don't know. Can't be. Of course, there were Royal Knights who objected to such a hasty decision, myself included. However, there were many who agreed that this conclusion was correct. The blame for all of this lay with humanity. They now seek to destroy the human world. Nakano, Japan, everything on the planet. Even if we were to eliminate Eaters from our world, so long as their source, humanity, still exists, they will only reappear. Only by wiping out the human race can the Eaters be completely annihilated. At least that is the conclusion the others have reached. Digimon plan to destroy all humans. They aim to invade. The Royal Knights lead a large force and are planning a surprise attack. Invade, but how? Digimon can't enter the real world. In the city you call Tokyo, Digimon already appearing in your physical space, are we not? Oh, right, I get it. So, Kashibe is one of the Digimon Royal Knights, and this is her plan to fuse the digital world and the human world together so that the Digimon can then wipe out the humans. Got it. That is the that's the meaning of Paradise Lost, because the paradise of the digital world was lost because of the Eaters that come from the human world that makes a certain kind of sense. There's probably like more twists, but from where I'm sitting right now, it makes sense. You know, human subconsciousness created the Eaters that then escaped into the digital world, which is like a parallel digital dimension. And then in response and retaliation, the digital world sent the Knights into our world. One of them is almost certainly going to be Kashibe. Again, I really don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. That explains why we got that brief bit where it was revealed she was a Digimon. And she did look like a very big Digimon there. It looked like, she kind of looked like Omnimon. She looked a bit vaguely like that. So she's probably one of the other Knights who didn't lose her memory coming through. And I do wonder if it's going to be a thing where like Omnimon realized that humans weren't directly to blame, and so the Digimon that Kashibe is and him had a blowdown. The Kashibe Digimon, whatever that's going to be, won. They lost their memory and separated into the two separate Digimon again, and that's how we got to the situation where we currently are. I could see that being a thing, no evidence for it, but just, yeah, based on tropes, I understand, you know. The digital shift. What we call a dimensional wall separates the world of humans from our digital world. However, by creating a large enough hole in this wall to serve as a sort of door, the two worlds can be joined, their properties intermingling. As a result, Digimon can pass back and forth between our worlds. The increasing strength of the digital wave phenomenon in Tokyo is caused by ongoing attempts to open a massive portal into your world. You know, this actually reminds me of the storyline from Season 3 with the D-Reaper. Because you had this D-Reaper which was designed to destroy Digimon if they got too powerful. And then it kind of went away. And then it decided to come back and invade the human world. And you kind of got the Eaters, are kind of a similar thing. So yeah, I can understand that. That is the Paradise Lost plan. See, told you! So Kashibe, who is implementing the plan, is either acting in concert with the Royal Knights or highly probable she's under mind control. So there are other Royal Knights here besides you. Two worlds are not completely separated. There are several small dimensional cracks in the wall. I was able to pass through by adopting the smaller data forms of Agumon and Gabumon. Okay, not quite what I thought. Losing a portion of my memories was an unforeseen complication. Would not be surprised if there were other Digimon who came through the same way. I do all I can to prevent their invasion of the human world. It is neither right nor justifiable to destroy another world in an attempt to save your own. Correct. Hey, nice Estonian. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cannot abide such a destructive solution. Feel the same way, humans and Digimon ought to become better friends, not the other way around. There is something I need your help with, though. It's a riddle even the Royal Knights such as myself cannot solve. Please help me uncover the truth of this situation so that we may resolve it. So I do kept you waiting. Verification took longer than expected. Game is still set to far? Oh, did I forget to update that? Did I forget to update the thing? Hang on a minute. I did. I knew there was something I forgot to do. Hold up, let me update that. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Fortunately, it's not that hard. There, updated. My mistake. Sorry, I forgot. Entirely my fault. Anyway, sorry to keep waiting. Verification took longer than I expected. There's a reason for that. A number of interesting things have come to light. Returning to the agency, we need to plan our counterattack ASAP. Okay. Anyway, how's my day going? Oh, it's fine. Same as ever, really. Sorry for the delay. Okay, let's start the strategy meeting. The one important person who isn't here yet. Came because I heard there was going to be a strategy meeting to talk about how to get rid of the sheep. I see that our wild one is here too. Let's make things more complicated just because you think you're kind of legend. Always been like this. You often disappear by yourself at under zero. You're no good at fighting as part of a team. But this strategy depends on all of you. I need our wild one and our legendary yet stunted boy to work together on this. As long as we can beat her, let's get started. tell everybody something. So I see that's the whole story behind the Paradise Lost plan, I see. For the human world, seriously, I wasn't expecting to be that serious. Now all my theories have been proven. Thank you, Wild One. Yeah, knock it off with the whole Wild One thing. It's time to start the meeting for real. We have fact A. Kashibi's objective is to open a hole in the dimensional wall, a sort of dimensional door, if you will. She has abducted Yuko. These two facts cannot be unrelated. She must need Yuko in order to carry out her plan. It still has yet to be achieved. Our strategy must therefore allow us to both successfully rescue Yuko, as well as stop all aspects of the plan. Don't worry about the rationale for B right now. Plan is too bold as is. I have some new evidence I'd like to present that should clear away your doubts. Having run simulations on the labyrinth locations and the detectable digital wave flows, I've identified the existence of a large-scale, stable, and regularly occurring energy locus. It is a circular flow of energy that covers all of Tokyo. In this circular network, the digital line. Surprisingly, this energy locus, which is comprised of digital waves, is under human control. No probability it's under the control of Kashibe, the Kamisharo. Even spots placed throughout the city also seem to be radiating related to this energy locus. Eric in Shinjuku, where you jumped, was part of it. This is the secret behind the Eden spots, so they're pathways sort of like lymph nodes. So did they deliberately place down the Eden network points at specific locations throughout the city to create this effect? Or did they just put the Eden things down after this thing had already been set up? You know, it's like putting things down on ley lines and stuff. Network of lymph node-like structures resembles ley lines, conduits of supernatural energy known from activity. Digital version of an energy line. Pacific must have spent a long time putting this digital line together. Structure that cycles the digital waves. Seems to be a kind of energy reactor. Structure is truly well constructed. It stores, excites, amplifies, and releases energy. When a massive amount of energy stored in the digital line is released as a digital wave, I believe this door will open. Given how amplified I estimate this energy to be, I feel it's safe to say that Paradise Lost plan can be brought to fruition at any time. Furthermore, there's a place right now where the energy flow is changing drastically. Tracing that flow back, we arrive at Roppongi. Beneath Roppongi is a Kamishara research facility, the underground center. Makes you think it's a government-related facility. Yes, the underpass you investigated before. This is certainly that facility. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we kind of went down into an area, and it was sort of vaguely a digital wave, but it wasn't, not really. And now it says we log data, the coordinates match where you left Yuko. It's got to be the nerve center of all of this based out of, really. We attack there, we get Yuko. It's one victory, but how do we stop achieved plan? B is needed to achieve, then when B occurs, if condition C is needed to achieve A, then B will... Yeah, you haven't even told me what C is. Eta? Okay. We've got to interfere with her control of the digital wave. As I explained, the digital line is an artificial construct for controlling the digital wave flow. That control occurs via various terminals, including the Eden spots, for its functions. Something about an analog method. In other words, knock out the power. You must be aware of their own vulnerabilities. They'll likely have backup power supply already prepared. Going to need to strike in multiple places at once. So now we're pulling a Matrix Reloaded, where we've got to knock out the power in multiple places all at the same time to get the plan to work. Wow, there's so many inspirations in this game. So we get a lot of people and turn off the power. Yeah, I'm a hacker, right? Hackers can only do one thing. Why burden are we hacking into the power supply system throughout the city? Take some time, but we'll be able to keep the range of effect to a bare minimum. Assuming as we should that Ishibe is full of lies, we should strike at Luigi's point first. Extremely serious to the point of soundlessness. Okay. So we're going after Yuko and he's going to turn the power off. Fair enough. You call it the parachute cord plan? That's not even remotely close. Why is the music so funky? I don't know. It's a kind of a thing in Japanese games. Typically, a character will have a theme. I'm not sure whose theme that was. I think it's Ryoko's, or whatever her name was. I think it's her plan, or her theme. And so, of course, whenever a big scene with her shows up, that music plays. But sometimes it just doesn't fit the scene. Huh. Well, off we go then. This game is from the guy who made Persona. Fair enough. Alright. You know, my brain is currently trying to struggle with a joke right now. Because you said that this game was made by the same person who made Persona, right? And I've got this joke in my brain that it won't go any further than being half-formed. And I'm fucking struggling with it right now. And it's bugging the fuck out of me. Do I like JRPGs and Japanese games in general? Yeah, I like a JRPG. It depends. Like, some JRPGs are a little too JRPG for me. This one is almost borderline on that regard, because this game it's very grindy, it's very quest heavy. And now there's nothing wrong with that, and I don't mind that in an RPG. Yeah, JRPGs and Western RPGs have a very different flavor, but I like both. You know, it just depends on the kind of game it is. Have I played Tales from Worlds? I'm gonna have to admit, I haven't finished any Tales game. I've played about half of Tales from Symphonia. I've played a bit of Tales of Vesperia. Have I played any of the others? I don't think I have. I think those are the only ones I've actually played. No, there was another one I played as well. Was that Vesperia? No, that was Vesperia. Sorry, no. I was thinking, what's the one that starts with the street getting flooded? But that was Vesperia. Because the only thing I remember from it, there was a bit where a street gets flooded, and then there was a tree that came back to life because an anime girl prayed to it, because that's what happens in Japanese games. I remember Symphonia. I don't want to go too much into spoilers, but Symphonia. Let's just say I got to the other place in Symphonia. If you've played it, you know what I mean. I just remember something about there being a really fucking big bridge. And that was about where I got up to in that. And I know Jagoth is going to be very angry at me because he's a huge fan of the Tales games. And he's always begging me to play them. I actually own several of them. Hang on, let me just double check. I own several of them on Steam. I can't remember which ones. Let's see, I got Symphonia, Zestiria, and Berseria. Those are the three... Oh, and Vesperia Definitive Edition. Sorry, I missed that one. So yeah, I got Symphonia, Zestiria, Berseria, and Vesperia on Steam. I will get around to them all at some point. I don't know which one I will play or when or anything like that. Yeah, I know Jagoth wants me to play Berseria. And I don't think I own Tales of Arise because it's like, well, I own 4 Tales games and I've never played them. So I'll probably pick that up if it's on like Super Sale at some point. Anyway, we're underground now. A tiny digital shift going on here. I think it's probably gotten worse since last time. Yeah. Digimon uses are likely to appear. Be ready for anything. You just now noticed that walking there would take about 2 hours. Who the fuck are you? Oh, hi. Who the fuck are you? Okay. What did I just get? Billionaire USB? Ooh. Use that. Ooh. Okay, that's right, Joe, and rough. I liked it when there weren't any enemies here. Ooh, well that worked. Good for you, I guess. Wow. So impressive, right. I'm glad he's on our side. Okay. Good enough. Is it this way? It was not. They all... No. Okay. Okay. Seems a bit of overkill, but fair enough. Nice. Yep, that's one way to do it. God damn it. So we've actually got to go through this whole thing this time rather than, well, not like last time. worked at least. Ow. Nice. Really wish I could open that, but I don't really need to, I guess. Left or... Oh, never mind. You suddenly all wearing rollerblades or something? Have you broken into a dead run, panting breathlessly to get to Yuko's side? What do you want about? We're walking normally, maybe even slower than that. Why? Why am I getting signals from your digidevices in Akasaka after 20 or so minutes? Even if we ran for dear life to rescue Yuko, we'd never get there that fast. Distance to rock on 90 has been shortened due to the digital shift. Until because you're underground. Yeah, that makes sense. There's a signal from another digivice behind you. Could be an enemy. Be on guard. Oh, it's you. I thought I recognized those shoes. You're gonna rescue Yuko, right? Yuko or Yugo. Which reminds me, you knew that Yugo was Yuko all along. Sure enough, I knew. What was Yuko doing in different avatar? Why'd she do that? That was the form of Yuko's brother. He has Eden syndrome. He's been out for years now. Oh, the brother Yuko. Yuko used that avatar to protect the Eden that her father built. The guise of a Zaxxon hacker, Yuko. Yuko's ties to her family were weak. I think she craved a certain something to stay connected. She helped me out when I needed it. She gave me a place where I could be myself. I rescue Yuko, let me help. She wants the same thing we do. But thank you, she makes me feel awkward. Let's just keep the same thing as usual. Okay, fair enough, I can deal with that. Alright, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I don't know. Let's pull that shit again. God, you can't step for 5 seconds, can you? Really? Wow. Okay then. Goody. Well, hey. I think that was overkill, but I do appreciate the effort at least. Oh wait, was that in all of them? Damn it, I thought that was a... Never mind what I thought. Don't matter now. Attack! Oh no. Dude, those things have got a lot more health than they look like. Really? Wow. Okay, fine. You really don't need to keep doing that, you know. I see a shiny thing. Goody. Okay. That's more like it. Do something else. God. That I approve of a lot more. Different. It's interesting that Holy Light only seems to do 0.5 damage. Whereas it should, technically speaking, just do normal, but it would appear that Holy Light is weak to anything else? Because Holy Light is, I mean, assuming a light-based attack. You know, in the sense that, like, you have the... Because the way the game works is you have your data type. And it's because he's a vaccine type. Oh yeah, that's right. I was forgetting about that. Yeah, so it should do normal damage and it's not. That's right. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, because I know that light is good against darkness and darkness is good against light. Like, that's the only two-way one. All the other things are like three-way triangle systems. Anyway. Yeah, hey. Well, hey. 105. Nice to know you can get that up into triple figures. Alright, and this also seems like a pretty good place to take a break before we go forward, because if they're giving me a phone booth there, it probably means there's something big coming up. Sometimes a boss fight, but more often than not, some kind of boss fight. So, we will see what's up ahead. Oh, excuse me, when we get back from the break. See you in a minute, guys. And we are back. Okay. Oh, of course, every time. Okay. Oh, good. That's nice. Actually, tell you what. While we're here, means we can go to the Digilab. Sure, why not? How much else to do is there? Ooh. Were we in this room earlier? You know, I want to say that's a bit of a tease, because we were literally in this room before, but it only showed like a side-on angle. It literally didn't look at that machine that was clearly on the other side of the room, which is like, wouldn't it have been a nice thing to see the machine from a distance and be all like, I wonder what this is. I don't know. Maybe we'll deal with it later. I don't know. Maybe that would have been too much of a giveaway, but this is the underground facility. Faint signal from the Royal Knights. This is it without a doubt. Yeah, no shit. Yuko. So, you've come. Devastating Yuko right this instant. Afraid I don't follow you. At least the source of the calamity. Well, we can eliminate these filthy humans once and for all. We're here now, and there's no way you're getting away with that. We already know you're being manipulated by the Royal Knights. Don't care if it's what King Drasil wants or not, there's no way I'm letting you destroy humanity. Omnimon's put you up to this. To the fool as these failures of human beings are. For humans to turn your back on the nobler ideals. You, it can't be. Woman, she's not human. Yeah, I kind of guessed that. Something strange. Finally, the moment has come. None shall hinder me as if they ever could. Too bad she needs to start the plan. Too late. Open door of judgment. Excursion area complete. Now the others need to rescue Yuko. Why aren't we busy? Oh, it's you. Alright, what are you doing here? I thought you might be busy. Came to lend you a hand. It's your idea of a joke. Sorry, I don't have time to hang with you. So what's the plan? For the sake of my argument, let's say the cause for these distortions cropping up in our world was you and your friends. Distortions? What the heck are you talking about? But it's thanks to these distortions that the world is now on the brink of evolving into something new. Don't have time for you and your jokes. Mikashi's errand boy, right? He's going to interfere with our plan. Nobody really understands what's truly going on, and I'm including Kishibe in that too. Should I say what used to be Kishibe? I'm simply searching for possibilities. That the world will embark on a better evolution, it is for the sake of that possibility. I've been watching you hackers all along. The desire to tear down the vanity of the paradise called Eden, I felt the power of your future and the possibilities it might bring forth. So I nurtured it, let it blossom into something beautiful. That was the reason why I developed and gave you the Digimon capture program. The side effect of our research. More importantly though, a door is opening up to a new world. The world I have wanted to lay my eyes on soon will be here. Must be going, let's meet again. When you're ready to open the door to new possibilities, come talk to me. Focus on putting a plan together, otherwise the others will. Door is open, I've broken the laws of the physical universe. I can feel it, the world is shifting to the digital. Farewell, wretched human scum. Pink. Is that a Digimon? That's a Crusademon, a royal knight like me. She was using her body as a vessel in order to act in secret this whole time. Time has finally come that you always joined the two worlds. It's been a long time on Digimon, my fellow proud and gallant royal knight. It's not too late for you, you know, you can still join us. Together we can destroy the humans and save our world. Start us butcher those humans you're with. Disobey King Drasil's command to the very end. Is this the will of King Drasil to destroy humanity? I've long had my doubts. I've learned something by working with Nakia and her friends. Humans do not deserve to be destroyed. Especially the royal knights. I will put an end to you by and by. It will be an act of mercy. Oh, here we go. So, is this going to be a meant to lose fight, or... Okay, he can damage her at least. Okay, she's a virus type. Makes sense, okay. Okay. So, we need to get rid of Mega Seedramon, don't we? Viruses, yeah, okay. Not as good as I was hoping. That was decent. Ow. Okay. What have you got? That's That's 120. Not bad. That's about 270 points, give or take. By all means. Huh. Oh. I guess this isn't a fight we can win because makes sense. Too early for me to release my true power, because this isn't even my final form. Just a matter of time. I go to greet my comrades. I shall deal with you later. Oop. Uh-oh. You will pay for your sins. What? I'm assuming that's King Drasil? Because I did notice that Drasil was lizard spelt backwards. I think, assuming I'm getting my letters the right way around. But yeah, what are we gonna do? Blackout? Wait, blackout? This is where we're gonna cut the power. Dimensional door is closed. In Japanese, King Drasil is called Yggdrasil. Oh, why couldn't they have translated that properly? It's not as if the term Yggdrasil isn't known in... Okay, whatever. Fair enough. Even that brief connection to the digital world should leave enough of a lingering effect. Digital shifts must be occurring over a wide area. Proof is in how I'm able to retain this form. I can feel the power of other realm knights. They are here somewhere. So search the others out. Together we should destroy the human world. The plan may need some slight adjustment, but there's no change in my plan to wipe out humans. I was too late. Sorry, it's completely my fault. Nothing to worry about, you close the dimensional door. No one said we avoided the worst. It's okay, we'll figure something out. Well, we do still have the gigantic fucking dragon that's out and flying around now. I mean, that could be a problem, seeing as it looked like it was sort of dissolving, I think. Wasn't quite sure it was moving so fast. The same old grump. That is true. Yuko, Yuko! Your very best friend is here to save you. Uh-oh. Ew. Well, Japan will be Japan, won't it? Yuko. Oh dear. Oh, balls. Oh, that effect is weird. Who the fuck are you? Okay, apparently we have a new type. Okay, can we even hurt this thing? Well, we can, but God almighty, this is going to be chipping away, isn't it? Belongs to pet. Yeah, I kind of realized that. Actually, I think I want to replace Rise Greymon back with Seedramon, because Seedramon's got a really, really powerful attack. Actually, that reminds me. You got 105. Well, you got a 110. I just want whoever does the biggest attacks. He does a 105. You can do a 250 attack. That's basically a 125 spread over 2 goes. It's not bad. Yeah, so I'm thinking replace you, probably with you actually. I'd be curious to see what Red Garumon's 110 attack is like. Ow. That'll work. That kind of sucks. This is going to be a long fight. There. Good. See, that I like. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. Attack him all you want, because they don't have a health bar. Why do you keep doing that? God, this is gonna take forever. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh! That's not good. Good. Yes, thank you. You really don't need to keep doing that, you know? Okay. Taste my nipple lasers. Right. Wondering if I should replace Rapidmon, because this is doing about. Hang on, let me. Let's see if his attack doesn't. Oh. Is she actually got a fucking ball gag on? Because that is not good. Okay. Everyone else is asleep. Heal. Good. Fine. Because I swap out Mega Seedramon and immediately falls asleep. Oh no, you're awake again. That's good. I wanted to see how good this one is. That's a bit better than the other one. Glad I swapped now. Okay. Good. So close. Oh! Okay. We go through all that, we don't even kill the bloody thing? I use the thing won't come off. Okay, for us to take the thing down like that. These are digital entities, which means... Oh god, we're not going to dive into the ether, are we? Yep, okay. Okay, Faye, I will go in your stead. Issue a command like that, what kind of program acts on its own? Really? Even you don't know that Digimon are real? You muppet. Wow, we go through all that and we don't even get to kill the bloody thing. Digimon, like I said, Digimon aren't just programs. The power of friends. Oh, shoot. Oh god. We're falling into Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. Run! Yeah, ooh, okay. Can I can't. Which is a shame, because I would like to, but apparently I can't. Whee! It's over, there's nothing else I can do. Everything I did, it was all for nothing. No one is coming back, I'm out of options. No matter what I do, if I end up with nothing, it doesn't matter anymore. So we're getting some backstory. Figures. Yugo came down with Eden syndrome 8 years ago. Because my father was so busy developing Eden, I took his place at Yugo's bedside. No matter how many times I called to him, he wouldn't wake up, so I stopped trying. My father died, it was Miss Ray who tried to cheer me up. She taught me that there was a way for me to not lose my family. She said I should become Yugo, lead the hackers to protect the Eden my father built. When all was lost and alone, she gave me purpose. And so I abandoned myself and became Yugo. I thought I could lose myself and connect to my family at the same time. But it was all lies. It does make me wonder, was Kashibe, was she ever real? Or was she always a Digimon? And like, how did the Digimon take over Kashibe's body? Because it almost looked like it was a normal Digimon, but just like being disguised as a person. It's not like, oh, she was just like mind controlling her or something. No, she actually was her. But if the Digimon... I feel like there's a step we're missing here, and I don't know if they're going to explain it later or not. So part of Miss Ray's scheme. All the Zaxxons, they weren't following me. I wasn't protecting Eden. It's all Miss Ray. She did nothing. I did nothing. So lonely and ridiculous and pathetic. Why won't you leave me alone? Because the game's not giving me any choice. Can't go back anymore, I made too many mistakes. I failed, and as a result, Eden is still claiming more victims. What did I even think I was going to accomplish? My father, my brother, they've all left me. I didn't want to admit I was alone, but I've been alone for so long, so please leave me be, I'm better off by myself. Is this the Digimon I gave to Faye? Hugo, you are most definitely not alone. Ever since you introduced me and Faye, we have had each other. You gave us a place where we could be ourselves. I stand with Faye, and Faye, she stands with you. Try to remember. Someone must have always been at your side, even now. See, you're right. Remember something my father told me when I was little and I was crying. He said, no one will be alone in the Eden your daddy is creating. No matter how far apart their bodies might be, they will still be able to reach out a hand to each other. That's what Eden is for, cyberspace unbound by the laws of the physical world. Faye and I are by your side, now and forever. I think I finally understand something Nakia said. Thank you for bringing my friends to me, for reaching out a hand to me. I'm in through here. Please get me out of here. I want to be with you all again. Can I save now? Nope, still can't save. I'm worried there's going to be another boss battle with an eater or something. Some of those items look familiar. Yuko, please open your eyes. Okay. Thank you for considering me your friend. Yes, friends. They're just very close friends. Like those two in Sailor Moon. They're just friends. Is that good enough to you really see? Look, even the game's fucking acknowledging it. God almighty. You were saying you didn't kill it? Well, I didn't get to actually finish it off. What? Just when everything was looking up. Yes, I think I'll save, thanks. This way. Mm-hmm. Are we finally gonna get some answers about this? Alright. Trying to work out who's who. Obviously pink hair is Nokia. Sort of slightly brown hair is Arata. Not sure about these two. Try faster, faster. Ooh, that was a big hand. Oh! Suddenly we're in the digital world. You know, I swear to God, every single time I make a comment or I say, oh, you know what, this would be really fun to do. Oh, wouldn't this be really cool? Or I make a joke. I feel like this game is way too fucking self-aware for its own good. Because every time I make a joke or I say, oh, this would be cool to see in the game, it fucking does it! Fucking hell. Right, okay, so we're in the digital world now. I'm assuming that's what this is. We know who this is, don't we? Oh God, he's got wingdings installed. Raven-haired boy. I don't know, it doesn't look like he's wearing a bird. I'm assuming you can translate this if you know what he's saying, I guess, maybe. Oh, it was an ether. Are we actually fighting? Or was that just a random jump scare? Familiar voice. This is how the world will end. As the number of eaters increases, the real world will be eroded away to no less. Yuko? I am Yugo, Yuka's brother. My body succumbed to Eden syndrome and I still sleeps? I am like you. Not quite. No, I'm different. My body is completely cyber. Anyway, thank you for saving my sister from erosion. I also tried to save her, but had you not been there, she would have been devoured. You. Your means of doing so had never occurred to me. Your connection jump was quite the surprise. And it is because you connected with the Eater that we were able to meet like this. That's right. I called out to you. You responded and came here, yes? You just woke up here? You don't remember what happened? That is tragic. That may in part be because I called you. To respond to someone's call, you have that power, do you not? Aren't you curious where here is? Special area found on a certain network. I hastily created it in order to meet with you. You subconsciously responded to my voice and accessed this network. Within you lies a fragment of me, a piece of my memories. That is how my voice reached you. I was so happy when I learned that you had it. Fragment of memories. So, the group of kids we've been seeing might not even be my character's childhood friends. It could be his. And I've just got that fragment of his memory. I guess that explains the opening cut... Well, not the opening cutscene. Like, the cutscene near the beginning of the game. where we see the, you know, the pale ghost or whatever the fuck it's called. It's him. And he sort of does something and we sort of fall unconscious briefly. I guess maybe that's what he was doing? Like he was trying to call out to me or something? So it could be maybe that's why we keep seeing all these visions of kids. It's his memories, not my character's ones. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But then, wasn't there at least one of the kids there that had a hairstyle that looked very reminiscent to my character's hairstyle? I mean, it could just be a coincidence, but I thought it was very much implied I was there. Anyway. It might have caused other problems. The strange things you've experienced here, they're all affected my memory fragments. But you've had similar experiences as a result of my memories drawing you in. I too have a few large fragments that make me reflect a lot of my physical body. This might have been troublesome for you. You're the ghost of the... That was it, the pale boy. I couldn't remember what they called him. I don't know what form my fragments take, but I see a ghost to be very unsettling. I bet it frightened Yuko and Nokia. Someone's come for you. I'm surprised. How did they find us? She has a very deep, very strong connection with you. Thank you for answering me. I'm glad we met. Tell Yuko, Nokia, and Arata I am okay. So, look for me. Uh-oh. Whew, I'll go through. Where the heck are you be? You okay? Was there a problem of some sort? Hey, ask the questions one at a time. I haven't been able to contact you for over a week. Considering the way we parted, naturally we were worried. Okay, I get it. Anyway, it's great to see you still in one piece. Handle the details when we meet up in person, okay? Meet up in Nakano. Yeah, I want to get back to the agency. Sure, why not? Welcome home. Glad you're okay. You're not injured. You're alright. Where were you and what were you doing? Instead, ask the questions one at a time. Should have seen Yuko when you disappeared. She was so worried. You vanished before I could say a proper thanks. I've slept badly all week, that's all. If you want to disappear, let me say thanks first so we can end things properly. Isn't this hard to get act a bit beneath you? Anyway, thank you so much for what you did. We weren't the only ones that were worried. Yoko kept looking for you the whole time. She went off the radar a little while ago. I did notice she was in your seat. Yeah, excuse me. Would you tell Yuko that you're safe and back with us? You should be able to reach her with your digivice. I'm having any luck with yours either. Government is rushing to respond to the mysterious phenomenon that is still blanketing the greater Tokyo area. We asked specialists about the strange phenomenon, which makes it seem like victims have become lost in some kind of virtual world, and if you looked outside, the real world has been changing ever since. This is all they can talk about on the TV news. No, nothing experts have theory after theory. Major digital shift has occurred since the dimensional door opened. It shows no signs of resolving itself anytime soon. Digimon are wandering free around Tokyo. Not worried about the Digimon, it's the Eaters who are attacking people indiscriminately. We could have stopped them faster. We already said we weren't going there. Don't be so casual about this. Eaters are attacking people as we speak. That may be true, but... And there's Kashyyyk, the Crusadermon, right? She's totally still on the loose. So I haven't picked up her trail. Hackers have abducted... Kashyyyk, the CEO, Kamishiro, at least that's what the idiots in the media are speculating. Doesn't matter what it is, hackers are responsible for all the bad things that are happening. Everyone's happy to paint them as the villains. It's no big surprise. Usually hackers are up to no good in their day-to-day activities, but this time the real harm came when the hackers failed. What about your disappearance? What happened? Tell us about it. Can't explain it. Surely it wasn't all just a dream or anything. You really meet my brother? He lies in Central Hospital, unconscious in a coma. Do you think you talk to him? You're like an avatar from Eden. He thanked you for helping me. My brother said that. I want to rescue him while I find a cure for Eden syndrome. So countless of people who suffer from Eden syndrome and save Eden my father built. To that end, I must find that person and finish things once and for all. Supposed to be involved in my father's death. I'm betting she knows more about the Eaters too. Can't forgive Kashebe. Use the existence of hackers to her own personal gain. Royal Knight's a high-level Digimon, right? Gotta find a way to fend them all off, and the Eaters too. Yeah, it seemed as though I had one as well. Like, we know that Nokia's got her own Royal Knight. I'm wondering if this is just going to end up where all of the main characters end up with their own sort of Royal Knights. Because it's very much sort of like setting up this world version of the Digi-Destined in that group of kids. And so it's probably like... here's the thing, I'm not sure if I was part of that group or not, or if that was one of his memories, or if that was one of my memories, or maybe it was both, or... I don't know which direction that's going in. It's really weird. So, yeah, I'm not sure about all that. But it could end up being that we all end up with one of these Royal Knights, and then everybody sort of all clubs together to beat up the bad guy at the end. I don't know, maybe. Probably panicked due to all the sudden changes. They don't know what's going on and might lash out in fear. Left as things are, an actual war might break out between humans and Digimon. Onan says he wants to put a stop to that, so the rebels are going to help Omnimon. I do super love Digimon strategy. Uh-oh. Am I okay? That's a good question. Half cyber body. There's a large scale digital shift taking place. It might be affecting your body too. Oh, detective. Should have figured you'd all be here. Kyoko isn't here. Can we help you with something? Actually, I came to see me, right? You figured that out quick. I figured you'd come for me sooner or later. It's about that hacking case. Yes, before long, you will be on the wanted list. Warrant came during the blackout, and then there was the disappearance of Kamishira's CEO. Sure, he was hacking, but he had a cause, and as for Miss Rai's disappearance, I know, but my superiors want him brought in for questioning as a person of interest. They've selected a scapegoat in the hopes of using public panic, right? That's how the big shots think. Sorry to say, but you're right. I've heard the facts from Kaya-chan, though. Might not know much as you kids, but I'm starting to get a handle on what's been going on throughout Tokyo lately. I will have a word with my boss, so your job is to stay here under police protection, alright? Sucks. Hey, run out on us and you'll be in it even deeper. You're still a minor. Listen to me, I'm an adult. You got to do what the detective says for a change. Besides, the reason he was hacking in the first place was a part of a plan to rescue me. All of us are involved in these cases. We're all equally guilty. If you want to question Arata, then we should all share responsibility. A bit messy. It's truth. You shouldn't have to bear this all alone. Stop trying to be so tough. And again, you go. You know what I'm about to say. I'm not trying to take a stand waiting for someone to cover for me. What happens when the cops finger all of us? There's some stuff I have to do, right? If pretend that outburst just now never happened. You probably would have anyway. If Yuko and the others are guilty, then so are you. You got information from Kyoko, right? What are you talking about? Sorry, I was thinking about whether Date was up to anything illicit again. I was distracted and wasn't listening. I'm sorry, but I can't go along with your suggestion. Me under the protection of a stodgy old adult like you, that's not happening. Not afraid to speak your mind, kid. Still, you're not in any position to be tough, you know? That's not it. I don't think the police will understand my story. I guess I trust you, though. So, I'm a wanted national fugitive now. One more item off my bucket list. Excellent. That means I won't be able to stay with all of you anymore. Hang on there, Sandar. Don't do anything foolish. Get rid of a halfway breaking now because someone told them to stop. Sure is handy being able to summon up Digimon at will. At least I can get away no problem. Oh yeah, that's right. You really are too soft-hearted. I'd get that fixed if I were you. Alright then, pretty cool hanging out with you all. Ciao! As it looks guilty, then the rest of us are free to move about as before. We need to hurry up and solve this case as soon as we can. Solve it, we can prove his innocence. That's what we're trying to accomplish for us here. You just say so, what a pain, such a poser. That's true. Certainly is grandstanding. He's taking a big risk, won't let it be in vain. Super love Digimon strategy. Well, okay then. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's just you. True then, the fishy sleuth woman really has disappeared. You got a bad attitude, I'll arrest you. I think you're trying your job a little too hard. Now he's getting down over it, just wait it out. The Sleuth lady friend of yours will be back before you know it. Still, I didn't think you'd be the only one here. What am I gonna do? Really annoying. It's better than being depressed. Guess I got no choice but to go with you. I need the help anyway. I'll say they were extenuating circumstances. Can they come out now? Oh yeah, come on out. Oh, hello. Is this the one will hear me out? Everyone is your client, it's a missing person or any missing Digimon case. Okay, straight up to chapter 13. Fun. Wow, chapter 12 was very short for this game. Let's be honest, chapter 12 was nothing but a cutscene with a lot of fucking talking in it. You don't have to look that fucking casual. So I lost my friend Tokamon. It's one of those selfies where you tell the person to delete it, but they don't. So small and now he's lost. Please help me look for him. Found him wandering the streets, couldn't just leave him out there. Then I thought about you guys. You're good with this sort of weird case, right? There are cases like this all over Tokyo now. It's pandemonium out there. Those police officers aren't sure what to do. Then they came across this little fella. Could understand him. He's not violent and he's so gosh darn cute. Sorry for breaking character like that. Anyway, it's not like me to just take it out on them because they're Digimon. He's harmless and in trouble, so I let him tag along with me. Lots of kinds of Digimon, calm ones, wild ones. Same true for humans after all. But let me touch your wrist later. I gotta go help out at Matayoshi's place. Even LOT plans with you. Keep an eye on him, okay? Client's a client for the Digimon no matter what. Thank you. The rest is up to you. Make him cry and I'll never forgive you. Don't worry. I'll never forgive myself. Matayoshi told me to tell you something. Girlfriend or after I think his name was, a warrant been issued for his arrest. He's now on the national wanted list. Some top brass idiots think that Arata was the key figure behind all of this weirdness. Don't get me wrong, Matayoshi went above and beyond trying to clear things up. But it was in one ear and out the other, and Arata ran, he looked even more suspicious. And I tell you, Matayoshi's on it, it'll all work out in the end. I was a brat sometimes too when I was a kid. Just look after that fella for me, okay? Reviewing behind what you did right. Don't fret, Matayoshi doesn't give up on people just like that. Okay, yes, we'll look. Oh, hey, Tim. Is everybody coming real too? I know it's because bad stuff is happening, but it's so nice to be here with Kyoko and everyone. She's not here. Blimey, that's a lot of things. Look at the sky. Remember that humans have food shaped like clouds. Yes. Yep. See how things are getting crazy out there. Watch yourself in the city. You two. I think a quick break for now. What was it? For me, a quick ice cream break does the trick. Ice cream. Yes, please. Actor and Kyoko are concerned. Don't get dismayed. I'll see what I can find. Oh, goody. Kowloon level 1, huh? Well, maybe I can do that as a distraction. But we will do that when we get back from the break. So let's just go to level 1 so I remember where the fuck I'm going. And hey, it's only level 1, so it's not like it's a big problem. Well, it looks like I found you completely by accident. Okay, well, we'll go off, find the item, and then come back and talk to him later. Goody goody gumdrops. What a coincidence! I didn't know he was there. I really didn't. That was pure coincidence. Okay, so, yeah, gonna take a quick break, and I shall be back in a few minutes. See you in a sec, guys. And we are back. Okay. Let's go. Let's go get that item, and then we'll talk to him on the way back. Because we're going to have to come back here to leave anyway. At least Kowloon is low level. And look, it's all this stuff that we saw in, like, what's her name's memories. Or, it's like it, I get the feeling there's more to this than just that. I kind of figured there was something about this. I don't know. Oh, apparently there's a lot more people kicking around now. I suppose there's a lot more Digimon too. Because, I mean, if it was always supposed to be a thing of there were just cracks in the walls between the normal world and, well, between Eden digital world and the Digimon's digital world, then this just feels wrong. This, you don't need to triple combo it! It's got like 10 HP and you're doing like thousands of HP against it. It's just wrong. Can I? Good. I'm just having a mooch, just seeing if there's anybody else kicking around. I know it doesn't stop encounters, it reduces them, but I'm fine about that. Okay. Where is that item likely to be? Right at the end as always. Did say level 1, didn't it? Did I walk past it? I remember seeing it. It's the sparkly light thing, isn't it? I don't know, I haven't done one of these in so long because I find them so boring and annoying. Maybe I did walk past it, I wasn't paying attention. Well, I don't see it. Is it up there? Ooh, okay. Why are you lagging? Oh, okay, there it goes. Nope. Okay. Client. Housing level 1. Was he? I thought we were looking for the item, not the client. Oh. Were we looking for the client, not the item? Okay, whatever. I forget how these things work. Give me a break. Yeah, whatever. I forgot, you gotta speak to the Digimon first, don't you? I actually forgot about that. I completely and totally forgot. Yeah, you talk to the client, then you find the item. Yep, I remember now. I forgot. As I said, in my defense, it's been about 3 weeks since I last did one of these. Now I know for a fact it can actually, like, appear in the same room sometimes. Yay. Wow. If only I'd remembered to do that in the bloody first place, it would have been fine. I am an idiot. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Because I can. Well, hey. Right. Did any of my Digimon finish doing what we were doing? I don't remember. Nope. Should I? What Digimon have I got? I don't have a lot that's at like 200%. It almost feels like there's no point. Woodmon. Actually, let me just... Is there a way I can see what Digimon they turn into? No, you can't, can you? Oh well. No, so what can... So I've got to be wandering around trying to find this guy's friend. Who could literally be anywhere. I think there'd be some like Digimon knocking around here or something, or are we too far out of the radius? I don't know. He's such a cheapskate. Whoop. Talk to Pete or Mary? Looks that way. Find something to head where crowds are. Shibuya. Okay. A decent enough hint, I suppose. Ooh. Is the map darker now? I'm sure the map was more of a light blue earlier. The music is definitely different. Yeah, this map is a different color. I'm sure of it. Because I'm pretty sure the water was not red last time. Ooh. Cool. It is definitely a wonder. So loud, busy, crazy, move everything already. I'm stressed out. Yeah, I love how this idea that like their grand plan, I'm going to unleash Digimon upon the world and we will collectively destroy all humans, and most of them are just like, ah, this is cool. It's like a vacation. This is awesome. I mean, the bigger ones might be a problem, but little ones seem fine. Hey, hello. Searching for a friend. Yes. There's a profit in that, right? Never mind, I'll help look. Leave the cute Digimon alone. Gather info in the real world. You should look into that friend in Eden. Where in Eden? I'm fine, don't worry. Going back yet. Seems like things have gone pretty nuts. Yeah, everything's fine here. They're totally fine. Everything's fine. How are you? Started during your food. Yeah, see, the Digimon are just chilling. What do you sell? Refresh my memory. Ooh. Quite a lot of stuff, actually. Can you sell anything more advanced yet? Oh good, you do sell these. Top my stuff up. Oh, wrong one. So apparently we need to go to Eden. It did specifically say Eden, so I'm going to assume Eden and not Kowloon. We'll check all the Eden places, huh? Hey! Surprised them running away. So cool, I'm gonna chase them. Don't think that's gonna help much. Hey, little guy! It's big, if Digimon gets lost, you might never see him again. Well, yeah, possible. We'll check these 4 places, and if they're not in any of these ones, then I'll go talk to someone who might know. someplace filled with boxes. The free area. Well then. Pretty big clue right there. Gotta go to the free area. Oh, hi. Okay, I did not expect that. Also, did we really need the ta-da music? I suppose we really did need the ta-da music. Which would have taken a liking to me. It's Tokoma. You know, it is one of the things I find very funny about Tokomon's design. It's this big, cute marshmallow ball with these cute little antenna ears. And then it opens its mouth and it's got like 4 fucking rows of super sharp teeth like a shark. We were looking for you. Sorry I had you worried. It's making the rounds in Eden. It's here the whole time, shaking in the corner. Checking up on Eden, actually. I'm sure I was short-staffed right now. If I do anything I can to help. I'm also trying to bring the truth about Miss Rai into the light. Once everyone knows that the real criminal is Ray, and Arata will be cleared of any suspicions. I hope I release all the information Ray was keeping secret to the public. We can rebuild a new Eden. Big chomper. Yeah, it's just, as I say, it's one of the really, really weird things about the character design is these things, they look cute, but you gotta remember, they're bloody dangerous creatures. Kind of like Pokemon, really, in that regard. The fact Eden is being restored so quickly is thanks to them. Parents of Digimon is Tokyo in an uproar. That's why Eden Network, key to disseminating information, must be strong. Faye is helping me as well. Should be guiding Eden while I'm chasing down Mr. Fry. Please put the teeth away. If my father built took away so much, true Eden should not be like that. Bring together humans with humans, Digimon with Digimon, and humans with Digimon. Makes sense. New Eden will be that kind of place. No witnesses in Shibuya, what's next? You found him already, that's great. Detective Real Professional. Just like Project Z. And back to the agency. Okay. These two need to stop jumping together. It's getting weird. A proper place to live. Can you return to your world? Thank you. We fell from that gigantic hole that opened in the sky a little while back. We lost each other while running around from the Eaters who fell from the sky with us. I lived on Digimon, creating a haven for Digimon with nowhere to go. You could be a good detective while Kyoko is gone. Yeah, I suppose. Got to handle the cases while Kyoko is away. Well, hey. suitcases? There might well be. Take a break. Oh, there is a new case. It's a woo purple case. Oh no, in fact there's two over there as well. Escape from unemployment. Find the missing. Want to be like a human, get a job, earn some money, but I can't find a job. Help me find an employer. Why are so many of these help me find a job? Do they not have like a job center thing in Japan or something? Okay, what was it? Level... Wait. Kowloon, what was it? Level... 4. Look at the client for this one. Yeah, I saw it. It was a Digimon. Piedmon, was it? Wasn't really paying attention. Can I unlock this yet? That's a no. Of course, that does raise the question of what the fuck does a Piedmon look like? Was it Piedmon? Yeah, Piedmon. Alright, what does Piedmon look like? Nope, that's the wrong one. Apparently I haven't seen one yet. When he Digimon I don't recognize the look of. Also, is there an item chest up there that I missed? I thought I got that. Yay. Big brother knows best. That's nice. Really don't need to do that. Also, I really need to put my tune back together. I've sort of been ignoring that because I haven't needed it before. Goody goody. Well, hello there, guys. Right, what have we got? I think that's pipe. That wasn't as effective as I'd have liked. Neither was that. Well, we found him. That's good. If you need your help finding a job, every day is fun and all. Can't keep this up. Not because like a human, I need to get a job. Can you just look for one? Always more complicated than you might think. This damn face of mine. When I try juggling on street corners, kids run away from me. Don't think I'm a human, but I'm not. I always end up grumbling I'm too old for such strange makeup. I should know better. You know, refresh my memory, because I don't really remember. I only saw a couple of episodes. Isn't Piedmon the final big bad guy they have to beat at the end of season 1 of Digimon? He's like turning the Digimon and the characters into like dolls or something like that. I think was it Piedmon, or am I misremembering that? I don't know, I can't remember. Very spaces meaning where people gossip all the time. But even then, okay, fine. I just remember a scene where a couple of the characters are on just this completely deserted rocky area, and he's just slowly walking towards them. And that was like the entire fucking 20-minute episode or something. He's one of the baddies, not sure if he's just the main one. Fair enough. As I said, I sort of lost touch with the show after they sort of went back to the human world for like the extended trip. Or maybe was he the bad guy from that section? No, he wasn't. No, I'm pretty sure he was the bad guy from the last section. I sort of lost touch with it there because the sort of like Cartoon Network, I think I was watching it on, ran out of episodes, and so they just started repeating older ones. And by the time the new one showed up, I wasn't paying attention to the show anymore. So he wants community error, maybe? Maybe not. Could be anyone, really. Literally no one here to ask. Okay, not here then. Aha. Any special talents? Pride in his skills. I have a few Digimon. Well, isn't that just lucky? We just happen to find a circus ringleader right when someone who's pretty much a clown is looking for a job. I mean, what are the odds? Group operates in Eden. That's where taking off the work. Yep, sure. Great, now we're gonna go all the way back there. At least I know where he is. I don't necessarily mind because this will give my Digimon a chance to get a little more experience points. It's kind of funny that my Digimon are at such a high level now that even like level 4 Kowloon places are just not really an issue. Oh, okay. Oh no. Hey. Wasn't as effective as I'd really hoped. Maybe he's just strong or something. I got it to suit me. What kind of job is it? Unknown circus group member. They're looking for a talented person who can train them. Perfect! Ah, no problem, no problem. Here's some advice on human interviews if you haven't had on it worth your while. Ain't too worked up about it, just try and relax. In that case, it's tickle time. Well, what can you do except practice? Clear, concise answers. Look into you in the eye and be polite. Think something like clear and concise answers. Once in my ability to entertain people and my physical skills, it's nice to meet you. We're going to be testing my skill in interview, right? Confident in my circus skill, but which skill should I show them? Circus got to be acrobatics. Acrobatics is good. You're being eaten, right? Who's going to set up all the acrobatic equipment? You? Can't do it, can you? Oh, good. I'm nervous, but interview here. I wonder if the thing it gives you is like better if you answer the questions correctly or something. I don't know. Okay. Good luck with it, pal. You're gonna need it. That's the wrong one. Ah, hello, you. Ooh, 6,300 yen. Nice. I can argue about that. Because A, he drops a lot of coins anyway, and I've got the, what was it, millionaires thingamajiggy, whatever it was called. Right. Are you gonna hit him this time? Oh, good. So happy about it. Well, hey. Find the missing. Jumpy hacker, place uncertain. Digimon. Can't find it. Somewhere in the real world, help me look. Somewhere in the real world. That really doesn't help narrow it down. But okay. Does it say on my player thing, or is it just going to say city? That doesn't help. So he's probably not here. Oh, hi. Here for a particular reason. I'll deal with you in a minute. So technically he could be inside a shop, but probably not. I saw an exclamation mark over here. Hello! As it told me to come and bring me back. I'm gonna do some of your business. You know, back off, you have to face me. Right. This is gonna sting, but it's definitely gonna hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. Then again, I stand fucking corrected, okay. Apparently he's tougher than he looks. He's really fucking tough. What the hell? Do these things get, like, leveled or something? Is that what goes on here? Lucky me. Okay. I don't remember what panic does. Oh shit. Great, now we've got two people panicking. Okay. Panic is basically confusion. Fine, he's already panicked. I think we can just wipe him out. Wasn't expecting that little scrub to be so bloody powerful. You guys are good. Digimon are lucky to have a master that takes care of them. Master's hardly been to Eden at all recently. Always lived here. Always left here waiting alone. I can now try to humor, so I'll get out and find him. Master is looking for you too. My master gets sad when I'm not around. Good luck. Okay, then back we go. Okay, so presumably you're the next plot beat, I guess. We'll deal with you in a minute. Kuyamon, Broadway, 3rd floor. I'm being punished for taking movie roles. Please stop this before things get real bad. Okay. Remind me, of course. Never know what you're going up against. Broadway, 3rd floor. Alright, I think, mostly because I don't know how long the next little sequence is going to take, I'm going to leave it there for today. I know we're technically like, what, 3 minutes early, but that's not a big problem. And I think this is a good place to start. So we made some decent progress. Things have advanced in more or less the way I thought they were going to. In most ways, anyway. I'm about like 90% there with what this game is doing here, there, and everywhere. So that's all well and good and fine. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.